This is how to set up and use a Coleman propane stove. I'll be demonstrating on a 5423E. Turn the burner control knobs fully clockwise to the off position. Connect the propane cylinder to the regulator. Never attach or detach a cylinder to a hot stove. Inspect the regulator. The end that connects to the cylinder should be free of dirt, and you should see a rubber gasket. The end that connects to the stove should be free of dirt. The connection on the stove should also be free of dirt and have a rubber washer. Turn the bottle clockwise. Be careful not to cross-thread it. It should turn freely. And then just snug it up just a little bit when you meet resistance, because all you have to do is to compress that rubber washer that we looked at earlier. Position the bottle like this. Connect the regulator to the stove, and this gets a little tricky. If you don't do it right, you could cross-thread and damage the connection. So push the end of the regulator in, and you might have to hold the end of the stove, but push it in with a little bit of force until the regulator is pushed up against that rubber gasket. And when you do that, then you can start to turn the connector clockwise, and you may have to move the bottle around a little bit. When you have it lined up correctly, then you can see the connector will spin very freely. And then once you meet resistance, just snug it up a little bit. After the cylinder is connected and the burners are off, if you smell gas or hear any hissing sounds, do not light the stove until you find the leak. To find a leak, mix 50% dishwashing liquid with 50% water. Brush the mixture onto all the propane line connections. If there's any propane escaping from the connection, it'll form bubbles as it pushes its way out. Turn the burner control knob counterclockwise until you hear gas escaping. If your stove has an igniter knob, turn it clockwise until it clicks. Push the button until it clicks. If working properly, you'll see a spark on the igniter, and the burner will ignite. If there's no igniter, use a flame. Coleman's literature says that a 1-pound propane cylinder will last for 1 hour with both burners turned up fully. To connect the larger tank to the stove, Coleman makes an adapter hose that fits between a larger propane tank and this end of the regulator. When you're finished using the stove, simply turn the burner control knobs off. Wait until the stove is cool to touch and remove the propane cylinder. I hope you found this video helpful. A thumbs up is always appreciated. Click on the channel name, Know How Now, to find other videos. And thanks for watching.